Yo, what's going on? Welcome in, everybody. Last few little maneuvers here, getting everything finished up. Figured I didn't just sit on the starting soon screen too long. Boom, 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 but we're missing one last thing. Woo! What's going on, Saffron? Mustang, Wicked Cloud. Ooh. Welcome in. Now, I can do Players 7, but I think I might just bump it to Players 3. Just for cash sake, you know, I just don't feel like trying all that hard at the moment, I'm going to be honest. Still find great stuff on this difficulty even, right? It's a little bit less dangerous. Stuff gets taken down a little bit faster. No big deal. Dang it, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday on this wonderful Printer Friday. Ooh. Wait. Oh, these guys. They stay a little bit too far spreaded it out. Oof, that's not the problem. Did I lose? Okay, I lost him again. Man, what's going on here? Oh, hit the wrong button that time, but a little skill issue going on. Don't worry about it. Let's go up this way a little bit. John Seamel, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. First time joining the live stream, a Wicked Clown. Good to see you for the first time. Hopefully not the last. Welcome in. Thanks for all the guides. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Cast Fissure. The one thing I don't... the massive cooldowns and stuff on this build are a bit much, but you know, it's an interesting build. I like playing a little bit of everything, so it's cool, cool, cool. What's going on? Raced. In at the beginning, mead in hand. Ooh. Nice. Was this raced? I'm trying to remember. Hard to remember every story I hear from everybody. Did you make your own? Was that you, or am I misremembering? How many people make their own mead? Am I right? Gotta be you, right? Gotta be. Gotta be. Making it for years. Nice. Silva, yo, 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 cheers, welcome in. We go ahead and get ourselves our Oak Sage back. We won't worry about those guys up there. Printer Fridays with a well-done steak on the menu. That's wicked. Wicked legendary. Lawn Bear, yo, yo, yo. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to identify an item here, and I just can't do it, apparently. Still struggling over. Okay. Get these guys first, I guess. Bulbasaur said he just got here. I did too. I did too. Welcome in. Jaco. Oh, I forgot about my bear. How about that? How about that? Yeah, little TZ Chaos. I just got to set the P3 so I don't have to pay attention too much. Just a little more casual on a Friday afternoons, you know. fire shirt. Ooh, this is a pretty wicked shirt. I did wear it to try to feel cool for you guys, I'm gonna be honest. I was like, I want to wear something cool. Yep, got him. See how we go here. Nice and chilled, the way to go, Everflame. Totally. What's going on, Wicked Ball? Good evening to you as well. Oop. Man, Volcano's got like a 27-second cooldown over here. It's not really 27 seconds, but... Boy, that's just a P3 Diablo kill, too. Crazy. That instance, maybe using Armageddon might be, would probably help out slightly there. The Hurricane, yeah. But usually I'm not a boss farmer with my fire Druid, you know what I'm saying? It depends, Pepper. I'm not this time. I did things a little bit differently. Brandon, what's going on? Perfect timing. About to wait, what? I'm about to made from scratch corn tortillas. Okay, it was worded a little bit odd there, but I think I figured it out. Fish tacos, blueberry wheat beer. Nice. Enjoy. Hopefully you have a wonderful Friday with that meal and whatnot. So I actually... not using Armageddon, no. Well, I'll use this for like 1 second until I get cursed, of course. Marty! What is going on? That offensive word you used there? Oh, calling people the... No, never mind. I was gonna make a joke, but... Marty, time to try mosaics, says Cody. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Not gonna do that. I had a real funny one too, but it was borderline offensive, so I've decided not to do it. Nuclear. Nope. Cold Magic, find what's going on. Good morning to you as well. Oh, that is probably true. Yeah, good late stream for you, which is actually... Oh, Brandon!
Brandon Seller donated $9.
Oop, where am I going? Thank you so much for the super print.
Feeling tipsy.
Feeling tipsy. Glad to hear. Don't drink. Hey, be responsible, all right? Be responsible, but hopefully you're having a good time. Thank you so much for the super print. You legend. Woo! Let's go, Brandon. Thank you so much for the $10 super print. You're feeling a little tipsy. It's all good. Oh, I didn't do a test print. Ooh, devastating, Phil. Oh, no. Let's see if it goes right the first time. What do I do here? Oh, I like that. Hold up. I messed everything up. Should have done test print first. Oh no, I messed it up. Wow, I'm struggling right off the bat here already. Struggling off the bat already. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can do nothing right at the moment. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. I don't think my printer's even plugged in, to be honest. It's already set up the landscape. See if it prints right off the bat. Nope. No print right off the bat. Hold on. Oh, where's the printer at? No. Oh no. Now the printer's not working. The camera. Hold up. Noob Phil strikes again. Why is this not working? There we go. There we go. I forgot I unplugged it. Yeah, straight panic here. I'm supposed to be providing you guys with a sound product. And here I am giving you guys just complete malarkey. Unbelievable. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I messed everything up there. Just everything. I can't believe I just did that. Too many pre-game beers? No. Not really that much. I've been toning down lately, actually. I've been actually crushing the gym lately. Just crushing it. So yeah. Kermit, yo! Welcome in, my man. Good to see you. Hopefully having a wonderful Friday. Man, I can't remember. I forget what I was doing, but I unplugged my printer and the printer cam the other day. Just unbelievable. I can't believe dude. The cooldowns on this build are just obscene. Just obscene. Like 2 seconds, I guess, but like, man. Happy Friday, Jordan. Welcome in. Yo. Player's difficulty almost doesn't change much because the main limiting factor is the cooldowns, the 7-minute cooldowns on everything. Almost. Amazing shirt. Glad you like it. I do like this shirt a lot. Yeah, honestly, the player's difficulty doesn't even change anything with the build. It's all just about not being able to cast anything all the time. Crazy Texans come back last week. I don't remember. I didn't see the final score or whatever. I got Woody Marks on a fantasy team, but I didn't see what happened with the team or whatever. So didn't catch that one, Kermit. You have to shoot me a refresher. Maybe I know what happened in general. Don't remember exactly. Whoopsie. Did you guys just die already? Jeez. 26-10 going into the fourth, came back. They must have been playing like the Titans or something, huh? Sounds like something that would happen when you're playing against like the Titans or something. The Jags, there you go. We call them Titan South. I'm just joking. But they are, they have been struggling lately. Ooh, man. Well, we don't want him to get taken out. Did I not battle? Oh, I didn't battle her up for the last 6 years, did I? That's probably another reason why. What's up, cat? You can try, yeah.
Extros HN Bash donated 10 Canadian dollars.
Yo!
Mr. Clean Tool.
Thank you for the $10 super trash. I see what you did there. What if I make it so the arrow, I'll just edit it so the arrow doesn't point at like me. What if I did that? Cheers, thank you for the $10 super print. Unfortunately, $10 Canadian is really only like $1.50 American, so we can't count. No, I'm just joking. I say the joke every time, don't I? But yeah, you know what about that super print? I had something to say about it. Let's go! Thank you so much, trash. Boo! Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for being a beast. I don't know, thank you for calling Mr. Clean too, I guess. Appreciate you, appreciate you. I mean, imagine if I was the national spokesperson, Mr. Clean. Oh, that'd be so sick. Yes, this one doesn't. How do we go? How do we go like this? Make the arrow bigger like this. And make the words. How do we go like this? Dang it, I keep messing it up. I'm gonna make it so good that you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, Phil, you're amazing. Phil, you're like, what do you mean make it good? How hard could it possibly be, Phil? Trust me, I make everything harder than it needs to be. Of course, we gotta see the printer, right? I think it's a super print once again. Trash. Ryan says, let's go. Welcome in, yo, yo, yo. Put it right up close, too. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Good placement. All right. Had a lucky day. First bird drop on single player, Stefan says. Nice. I think it was... My memory's slipping me. Crash, didn't you say you got a bird today too? Wasn't that you? My memories, boy, struggling. I always sort of remember stuff. I never remember everything. So much stuff to remember, it's impossible. Glimmerish, welcome in there over on Twitch. Hope you have a great Friday. From Brazil, always watch your videos, says Victor R. Victor? Maybe we'll go with Victor for short. I don't know all those vowels in a row. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Appreciate you though. D2 is a lovely game. My lovely game ever too. Must mean it's like your favorite. I think you speak Spanish from Brazil, so that makes sense if it was so, but yeah. Thanks for sharing your experience in the game. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching the vids, and thanks for hopping into the stream. Yeah, Trash, that was you first beer solo on offline single player, I'm guessing. Yeah, nice. Woo! And a guy in a bail game who needed a 5-1 phase blade, gave it to him for free, and he tossed me 15 high runes. Yeah, it can happen sometimes. Yeah, you get some, because they don't program their bots to pick up 5-socketed phase blades and stuff like that. That's super cheap. I've done that before where I traded a guy like a tier rune and like an L or something. And yeah, a similar situation. And Fisher's like hitbox is like worse than Blizzard, bro. Crazy. Yeah, I do switch on. Maybe I'll just stop using Cyclone Armor pretty much, and I'll just, maybe I should just, I think I might, right after this run, maybe, hop with the usual Armageddon or whatever. However I want to word that. I thought with the gear for the most, like, damage gear with the Fissure and the Volcano, but I'm not really feeling it. I don't know. This build's not really my favorite build anyways, but that's probably why. The cooldowns and then the obnoxious like little hit boxes everywhere, the way that the Fissure works. Never was a huge fan, but use the naughty site, yeah, maybe. Are you worried that when you find Chero's Might, the game might feel different? Feel different? Maybe. I don't know about feel different. Kind of the drop highlights are like a staple for me, so I don't know. I'll probably do a different like magic finding type challenge or something, but I'm not 100% sure what yet. Whoa!
At Wicked Plumber donated $50 through Super Chat.
Thank you so much, Wicked Plumber! Ooh.
Mosaic Assassin, a sweet silk shirt, woman's clothes come out.
Woman's clothes? What if women's clothes emote? Thank you so much for the huge!
James donated $10 through Super Chat. Griffins is a myth.
I'll get right to you, Jordan. We gotta give Wicked Plumber his due. Thank you so much for the huge $50 Super Chat. Wicked Plumber, you absolute legend. Thanks for supporting the channel. You giga chat. Ooh. Appreciate you. You usually pass it up, but if you want a super print, let me know. Wicked Plumber. Appreciate you a bunch. If you want one printed up there, that sentence is obviously way too long, but if you want one printed up there, make sure you let me know what it is. And we did have a super print right there from Jordan. Griffins is a myth. Thank you so much for the $10 super print. You giga legend. Oh, lost it. There it is. Oh, that's not the right one. Ah, Jordan. I finally got the right scene. I clicked the wrong button 5 times. Woo! Thank you so much, Jordan, for the $10 super print. I'll get you right after this run. We're almost over here at man, see, I can't even remember the guy's name now. Unbelievable. Alright, says, yeah, legend. True story, absolute legend. Both of y'all, but yeah, Wicked Plumber. Absolute legend, appreciate you. Armageddon aims. Whoa! Well, Armageddon, you don't aim it. Armageddon just it just pretty much how ooh. That's not, I think you're maybe thinking of the wrong skill or something. Armageddon works like, see how Hurricane spins around you? Armageddon just randomly falls around you a little bit. You don't like aim it. Per se. Rocking the effects with Fury. How can you proc Fissure with I'm trying to think what would have Fury on it that would proc on striking. Maybe there might be something I'm missing, like a really expensive rune word or something. Probably must be what it is. Maybe you could enlighten me in the comment there if hopefully I can catch her. Retro, welcome in. Will you drop something? Can I cast? Why won't it let me cast? Okay, cool. Ah, see, he's hitting it. He's sitting in. I got to cast like over here. So he's sitting in an area where fissure won't hit him because it's in a hitbox. So I got to hit him with the volcanoes and stuff. And that's really annoying. Print out the picture of the evil Mario. I could do that. Let's see, do I still have that stuff around here? Oh no. I don't know why, but when I switched from Windows 10 to Windows 11, every picture on my computer popped up with that, like, doesn't know what it looks like image for everything. Yeah, so like I'm like trying to read. I don't see it. I don't know what I named it. Did I name it a bunch of random letters? I have a bunch of them that are a bunch of random letters. Great. Great. Nope, I can't find it. It was gonna be great, but I got a print for Jordan for sure. Let me get that printed up for you. There's a way to make him all pop up, but I forget what it is, and it's on some Reddit forum somewhere. I found it, and you have to like open some program and then open the whole folder, and then everything will pop up. But it's like I can never find it every time I want to find it. It's really annoying. Powerpuff Girls. The other Powerpuff Girls are on this one, among some other things. Whale Man, the Thornberries, all kinds of cool stuff. Now let me see, because I rocked it, because my resistances, you see my resistances over here. With, you know, getting to the breakpoint with the 220, not getting the resistance from like Amara's, and what's a breakpoint at? Maybe I overlooked that. It's possible. Sometimes I'm at 100. Is that necessary? I don't remember what the breakpoints are for this. Let's see, D2R FCR breakpoints. I feel like I looked it up, but then now it's, you know, I don't remember. I forget. Druid is 99. So yeah, with this 20, I get to over the 99. Get an extra skill. Don't need an FCR ring. We get this. We got fire skills. We got this. We got the Phoenix Shield. Huh. So yeah. Pretty good reses on the Annie. From what I understand, a 2019 there. Yeah, we'll go with the I'll switch it to the regular, like, Armageddon strat, we'll call it. Just kind of max those. We'll get one down to the bear, though. I did see, I was kind of looking around to make sure I remembered stuff, and I've seen used it without Cyclone Armor or with. I mean, with enough plus skills, it would be plus 15. Cyclone Armor would be a little bit used. One base point to level 24. Oh yeah, because it's on the elemental. That's what I got. So I could just use the 1 point into it, I guess. We won't use Hurricane, and we'll go. Fissure, Firestorm, and Volcano War, and that's like the biggest damage dealer one. And then Armageddon and Molten Boulder, I guess. We'll send some Molten Boulders flying, I suppose. Volcano Firestorm, those are both maxed. I'm just kind of double looking. Got going on here. This is 7,000 damage. It's kind of a lot. But it's because I maxed out with the Molten Boulder too. But that is actually a ton. I forgot. Where's Armageddon? Ooh, right here. We'll see what I think about this because now I'm missing a ton of the safety from this and the cold from Hurricane. I should get a cold mercenary probably instead of with what I'm rocking right here then if I'm doing this. Because before I got the cold damage from the Hurricane, so it wasn't as much of a deal. Might not necessarily have to have it, but we'll lean with it, rock with it. Oh, a cold Emilio, let's go. Oh my word. Everybody knows he's twice as powerful as all the other ones, so. Taco, what's going on? Oh, I forgot to change it from live chat or from preferred chat to live chat because of your name, Taco. You get blocked out from. You were getting blocked out from the chat. I just realized it because I seen your name up above my head, but you weren't in regular chat. Swear to goodness. Because you have SEX in your name, YouTube was blocking your comments. My bad. I got it turned to the other way now. I keep forgetting to change it. Silly YouTube, right? Oh, we'll keep this for 1 second. Whoop. Pay attention, Phil. Maybe this has a larger radius than I thought it was. Meteor shower raining fear destruction on nearby enemies. I wonder what's the radius on them? I might have been confused here. Look this up real quick. 5.3 yards, which is, I forget how much that is in Diablo 2, really. Must be more sizable than I thought. These guys always got a ton of health, so it's kind of... You're making tacos right now, funny enough. Nice. Man. Fisher's a freaking goat, bro. I had Armageddon, and then not Fissure, but Firestorm. I wasn't even using Fissure or Volcano on that last one. I guess also I have Phoenix too, so I didn't really need the prayer from before. I forget what build I was using that on. I probably should have switched it before. Bulwark and Shaft Stop keep Emilio alive. I mean, for the most part, he's fine. There's just a couple. If you get a mighted extra fast Infector, you're gonna have a bad time. And Diablo's fire, for some reason, just wrecks, as I'm sure everybody's aware. Yes, this is much faster, I do feel. I believe I was incorrect before. I have seen people play it before the way that I had it, and that's why I put it with more survivability with the no resistances there, but I mean, this is softcore. Who cares about survivability, am I right? Iced Tea, welcome inside. I didn't see there from a second ago. Zab, welcome in. Yo, yo. Ooh. Today's the day? No doubt. 100 times out of 100 times, I'm going to find Tyros Might today, maybe. Oh, I was like, why are my skills not working? Rocking the cult arms again. Ooh. Yeah, we'll take these guys out before Lister gets out here. They're not Lister. Infector. Yeah, no doubt today's today. No doubt. Probably. Yeah, 60% of the time it drops every time. Hashtag facts. Oof. See, I just get barely touched by one of these, you know, fire blasts coming out of these Venom Lords, and it's oof. Not even death can save you from me. Super Gimpo. That's someone's super print. That wasn't that's not me. Oh my goodness, this Firestorm wrecks. Actually, the Firestorm with the Molten Boulder almost maxed out is so much damage, it's crazy. This does hit for a lot too if you're in the area when it rains down. I'll go double checking something real quick. Real quick. Take a little sip of my generic beer. Polly, welcome in. And yeah, Yellow Papers, you ain't wrong. Bump her up to 7 and see how she goes, because I was doing regular chaos the other day at 7. Hope you're enjoying the day regardless. Yeah, it's going, it's going. Did a couple of household tasks earlier. Went to the gym earlier. It's not going to sound that impressive, but considering I'm like 40, maybe it sounds impressive, and I've been struggling with a back issue and this and that. Pretty much excuses is what I'm saying. But I haven't really tried to bench heavy in a long time, or I haven't tried to lift heavy because I've been worried about hurting my back or hurting something, you know. And plus, I have hurt my back, and then I've had to take like 2, 3, 4, even like 6 months off at the gym at a time. So I'm just like loading up with excuses right off the bat. But and also I'm not as strong as you'd think I would be for how big I am. But I did 205 today a few times, so I was proud of that. I was proud of that today. Bench press 205, I should say. And then yesterday I squatted it in. What did I squat yesterday? What? 50, 100, 200. Actually, I squatted 265 yesterday is what it was. So I was proud of that. That's probably the most I've squatted in since I was like probably about 28. So bench press, I've never been good at bench press for some reason. Even though I'm 6'3", and honestly now I weigh over 230. But I've never been that good at bench pressing. Like the most I've ever benched in my entire life is like 250 something maybe. Which is kind of crazy. Like then you see people that are like 150 and they're benching like 400 and you're like, what? How come I can't bench nothing? I don't know, but anyways, I was happy with that 205 since I don't usually try to lift heavy. You proud of yourself? Yeah, I mean, I guess when there's like, you know, dozens or hundreds of people watching and, you know, somebody's going to be like, oh, you know, it's people say so. You know how it is. But yeah, I appreciate you. Is what I meant to say. Armageddon, there we go. You up. Named it first call to arms today, 664. Oh my god. I've nice. I've made a 664, but only online. I think maybe the one I have on single player. This might be the best 554. This might be the best one I've ever made on single player, and I guess I've only made 4 of them, so I guess it's not that crazy. Yeah, who cares about my resistances anyways, right? Best defense is a good offense. Brad Seeley didn't see you up there a minute ago. Welcome in. Sorry. Cracking a cold one after a week is over, Retro says. Enjoy. Never bad, ready to relax. Oh, maybe you're chatting about the one I was sipping on a little bit. Oops. Have you ever randomly ran into a fan somewhere? I have only been recognized in public twice. There was another time though there's been a few other times that were like I wasn't like recognized, but like people knew people I knew and stuff like that. Actually, a friend of mine, he was like insanely good at every first-person shooter, Halo and Call of Duty, and he made friends with all these other people that were really good because everybody wanted to play with him all the time. Because like you'd play against them and they'd be like, and you know how you used to chat in lobbies and you'd be like holy smokes, you're really good, or you'd be like, you know, you'd have some 12-year-old like saying the N-word at you a whole bunch or something. You know how the Call of Duty lobbies were in like the mid-2000s. But he was so good, everyone always wanted to play with him. So if other people were real good, he would play with them. And well, anyways, a guy that he knew from out of state was like, wait, you know Sweet Phil? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to his wedding in a couple weeks. So I actually recorded like a video for he didn't realize his Call of Duty name was Dibs, his handle or whatever is. And so I was like, I knew him when I was like in my mid-20s, and I would talk to him like every day, you know, because I used to play Call of Duty with him all the time. But Call of Duty's like died off, but my buddy is still friends with them, and a few things like that. My wife used to work. She would be a server at a bowling alley, and one of the guys that did the pin stuff in the back was like, watched my channel, and he was like, wait, you're this Sweet Phil guy? That's your husband? She's like, yeah. You know, something like that. So I only met him the one time, but yeah. So the one time somebody recognized me, my wife was like, hey, I want to go to this Goo Goo Dolls concert. I was like, I guess, sure. You know, there are a couple of their radio hits, I guess I can jam. I can listen to whatever. And I'm just standing there, and some guy's like, hey, what do you do? I'm like, what are you asking me here? What do you mean, what do I do? And he's like, yeah, like, what do you like do all the time? And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? He's like for a living, like, what do you do for a living? And I was like, oh. I finally realized he didn't want to just say it, I guess, but yeah. Real Tor Ninja. Wait, Realtor Ninja. Don't worry. Reading, I can read. Don't worry about it, all right? Real Tor Ninja. Real Tor Ninja. Hey, it was the Witch Rams up. Oh. Yo. The one other time I was going through I was going through security at the airport, and I was taking my daughter through because she can't go through. You know, there's like the image scanning where you go like this, and they see your whole body like naked under there. They don't let little kids go through there, of course. So I had to take my daughter around the side or whatever, and the guy was this and that, boom, boom. And he's like, "All right, you guys are free to go. Love your content." And I like half heard him. I was like, "Oh, thanks." And I walked, and I was like, "Wait a second. What did he say?" I asked my daughter. She's like 5. She's like, "That's something about content." I'm like, "Oh. Oh." But yeah. Shrines sharing places with curses. Yeah, Arashtaри. Yeah, unfortunately, if you get cursed, you're like, I lost who responded to your comment. No, I got confused, but, unfortunately, the curse makes the shrine go away. That's why it's like a joke, like, oh, here we go. Like, usually you're better off in the cast sanctuary just not even grabbing a shrine until you get cursed. You get amp damage on you, and then grab the shrine because the shrine will get rid of the amp damage. Like, literally, you might as well. Like, there, I just got cursed. I'll take the pack out, and then I'll hop back there and grab the shrine. And it'll get rid of the curse on me anyways, but... Yeah, Biff's like, I would have reacted the same way as you. Well, yeah, it's like you don't expect someone to come up and like, hey, what do you do? Like, what do you mean, what do I do? You know, like, I do all kinds of stuff. I kind of get it, though, because, like, he probably just didn't suspect that, you know, I don't know. I slay demons. No, the one guy that did customs, I wonder if, because he obviously must have been watching my live streams at the time and stuff. Because I had said like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be gone for like a week. I'm gonna be on vacation, so he must have, you know. And he's probably like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I was like the custom thing when Sweet Phil came through, and then I like was. But like no one's ever came in here and was like, yo, I was that guy at customs, or I was that guy at security at the airport or whatever, you know, at the metal detectors and whatnot. I don't. Is that security or is that custom? I don't remember what that area is called, but you know, where they check your ID and then you put your bags through the metal detectors. I don't know what that's called, but that place. Best character kill Ubers. I mean, the Paladin Smiter is the go-to most bestest usually. Some people may argue Mosaic, but you know, probably true, but I don't want to talk about it. DSA, sure, that sounds right. I was the guy who undercooked your well-done steak. Oh boy. Oh boy. Retro says, I don't grab a shrines often, but when I do, when there's a cursed champion pack right there. Right? Right. The worst is when it's like normal difficulty and you grab a shrine on a playthrough and then you get hit with one of, because there's not a lot of cursed champion packs in normal difficulty. It happens though. But the worst is when you grab one like an experience shrine, you're like, ha 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 ha, ooh, here's a champ pack. 500% experience plus the experience shrine. Let's go. I'm going to level up. So, no. Why? That's kind of a funny one. Oops, don't do that. Jeez, Phil. What are you doing? Hope you're doing good. What's going on, Slapshot? First thing you hear is me talking about Mosaic. I got Mosaic derangement syndrome, that's why. The range on cursing? I have no idea. I've never heard anyone ask that question before, and I've never looked into it. The range on curse, getting hit with a curse. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Thriller Ninja says, I'm new back to the game. Is there a Discord or a place where guys get together to play? Or a lot of people play solo. I do have a Discord link in one of the things down below. Bunch of legends in there that are way cooler than I am. For the most part, I think that a lot of people play solo unless it's within about a month of a ladder reset. So like the first month after a ladder reset, you know, it's a little bit, you know, the first couple of weeks, you know, I even have people in the voice chats and stuff in my Discord playing together and stuff. Then it usually dies down, you know, people just, you know, whether they're playing solo the rest of the time or whether they jump onto other games or they just, you know, they take a week to blast and then they get back to a real life type of situation. So how much is too much MF? There's not really, there's not literally a too much MF number. Depends on your build, how much you're going to get and how much and stuff like that. For a majority of builds, unless you have one of the mega specific builds, you should probably just be like no more than 400 usually. Because on almost every build, over that amount, you're sacrificing way too much as like survivability, kill speed, and everything else. So never really, you shouldn't really ever, maybe a certain like Blizzard sorceresses, you can have 400, 425, 440, 450, and it's good. It'll be good. But beyond that, you know, oh, let's go! Good old Arachnid Smash. Ooh. Now, low roll in the enhanced defense, but doesn't matter too much on Arachnid Smash. You get that FCR and all skills, ready to rock. What a great item. Just a great item. Yeah, a lot of different people. Pretty much, if you have like an end game build, you got Enigma and like a Shaco. And that's kind of all you need, really. Enigma, Shaco, some 7Ms Triumphs here. And you got like 200 something Magic Find. You could throw on War Traps too for like 250. That's gonna be perfectly acceptable. I would say if you're trying to Magic Find MF, you're trying to get Magic Find to find uniques. If you have over 200 and you get plus skills, and survivability, you're good. You're good is what I think. Yeah, Horker, you can get a lot more if you're specifically Pindle Horking or a Pit Zerker or something like that. 700, yeah. Yep. For sure. Actually, I don't need that. It's painful, I know. It's painful, but yeah, nice item for sure. How come no one uses the Venom charges on Arachnid's Mesh? I mean, I could right now, couldn't I? I could use those. Level 3 Venom charges. That's what when I'm a sorceress, I always use these Oak Sage charges. Keep me alive. On the Hoto. Woo! Woo. YOLOing a little bit too much. Godly level 3 on the Venom charges, I know, right? That's probably at least, what, like 30 damage, probably? At least. Been 2 years, can't find a Griffin, says Jordan. I do feel you on that one. I think... Was it 2 years? I think the first Griffins, it took me 2 years on LOD before I found one. I don't remember how long it was. I know it was like a thing here on D2R because I made a big deal about it when I found it. And I found it off stream, unfortunately, when I wasn't recording, which is awkward. I actually found my Griffins. I bought this new 1440p monitor and I plugged it in and I said, let's go try this out real quick. And I went out to the pits, killed one monster, and instantly the Griffins dropped. When my stream titles for the last like 6 months had been like, all right, we're finding Griffins today, kind of like how I do at Zero's Might. Oh my gosh, that was awkward. I've found like 15 Griffins since then, but maybe even more than that. But for some reason, that first one just takes forever. Hey. 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 Oh, it's 7 right now. Ooh, okay. River of Flames. River of Flames, I mean, that's just out there, right? So, I don't know. Yeah, maybe we'll hop out River of Flames. Probably. Yeah, there's Venom Lords out there too, isn't there? I think so. Facets waiting, collecting dust. Yeah. Unfortunate. I feel ya. I feel ya. Definitely happens. Or enchanted, magic resistant. Boy, Hephasto. Definitely a skipper from now on, I'll tell you that much. My goodness. To drop like some garbage item. Man, this area stinks. Just stinks. I know it's probably somebody's favorite, but... Jordan T! What's going on, Phil Friday? Yeah. Welcome in. Appreciate y'all joining me and hitting the like button, by the way. You guys see they did the, speaking of YouTube being bummy dum-dums, they did the full YouTube update now where everybody only uses that handle now. They got rid of the channel names and stuff. And also on YouTube, I don't know if you guys see this. I don't know about when you're on PC, but on your phone, you can't see how many subscribers somebody has anymore. If you literally go to their channel, you can, but when you just like pull up a video, you don't see how many subscribers the person has anymore. Which is really, really lame, to be perfectly honest. But Malaf. No, I'm not. That was somebody's super chat or whatever. So on Fridays, I print any type of donation of any kind of $10 or more. I print a message up on the board behind me of the viewer. So, Nicktoons. It's not just Nicktoons, but yeah. There's like Hey Arnold down here, and Daria, and Beavis and Butthead, and Red and Stimpy and stuff. But yeah. Printer Friday. Ooh, yeah. Fun build idea for vid. Black Bogs, Poison Dagger build. Ooh, gross. Poison Dagger builds. I don't know if those are necessarily fun, but it is a skill in Diablo 2, that's for sure. Cartoon Network was really special. Oh boy. Yep, those were the days. Those were the days. Activate nostalgia shirt. Pretty much. It was one of those ones I seen it and it was actually like on sale. So there's like little printing mistakes on it, sort of. When they printed it for whatever reason or whatever, like in the armpit, I'm not gonna show it to you, but in both the armpits, there's like mistakes. And I'm like, I bought it and I was like, oh, it didn't really say that there was mistakes, but it was on sale for like half price. So I was like, yeah, whatever. You know, I think I paid 35 bucks for it or something, which, and plus, not to mention this 35 bucks, I bought this shirt probably 15 years ago. So 2010, maybe, yeah, maybe like 12 years ago. So that like 35 bucks was like $70 nowadays, you know, so, you know, this is pre crazy inflation. So might help low subscriber channels, says Smoking Franklin. Yeah, that is true, but it also like, so if a channel like has no subscribers, you know, a subscriber count before didn't like quote unquote matter. It wasn't everything, but it would lend some credibility. Like, can you trust this person, or is this a person that just like made a video and that like nobody believes in what they say or anything, you know? Which is exactly why YouTube took it away. They want everybody to not like, oh, this is just some random person making a video and they don't know what they're talking about type of thing. But they want everybody to watch those videos that people make that they don't know what they're talking about every topic in the world. So it's kind of, I don't know. I can see both sides of it, I guess. Poison Dagger's fun through normal? I don't know about that, but greetings from Spain. Welcome in, Nausate? I'm not sure. Pathless, yo! Thank you for the $10 super.
Donated $10 through super chat. Hit the like button.
Oh, I forgot this area out here was terrorist too. Is that the message you want up there, Pathless, by the way? You hit the like button is what you want printed up there? And maybe we'll just do out here. This seems mo better already. We can get that printed up for you if that's what you want. Yes, it is, he says. All right, I appreciate you. I do. And there was something else. There was something else I was gonna do. I can't remember. I'm gonna get the print. I'm gonna print. But what else was I gonna do too? Do you remember? I forget. Oh yeah. Pathless, yo! Thank you for the $10 super chat. Ooh. Super print, I mean. Thank you so much for the generosity, my man. Ooh. I'm gonna get that printed up for you right now. Gonna be great. Just great. Woo! Don't want to hurt my neck like last time. Almost got canceled. All right, to the printer. Nausep, appreciate you. Say love the videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for watching. We'll get on the printer Friday when everyone knows what's going on. Yeah, it's a little behind. Here we go. Hit the like button. Boom. I don't know why the pages seem to be curling more than they used. Yeah, yeah. I must have got into the cheap paper. This is like the Amazon basic paper or something. Don't throw your neck out. I know, right? True story. Don't want to hurt myself. Hey, wait, I think I could actually use a shrine up here and it won't go away instantaneously. Maybe. No promises. But maybe. A Shah L rune. Super. I could really go for a Tyrael spot now, I'm gonna be honest. Like, a lot. Like a ton. I'm not even joking. Okay, YouTube, hit that like button for me. We're at 57 likes. We can get that number higher, fellas. Come on. I know you guys just forgot. Easily to forget, I know. Build seems to wreck. It works pretty good, yeah. Not my favorite, but like I don't mind like casting a spell once at the beginning, like, you know, Energy Shield Novasork, you know, you go out, you cast your Cold, you cast your Energy Shield, you battle order up, and then you go out and you're like Nova, static, Nova, static. This one, you're like keeping your Oak Sage alive, you're putting your armor back up, you're casting Armageddon again, you're casting a Volcano, you're casting Fissure, you're getting your Armageddon up again, you gotta cast your armor again. It's like, oh my god, for the love of sweet Jesus. I don't know. It's about as accurate as Tornado, like the build itself. Yeah, you do just kind of spam stuff all over the place. Yeah, Fissure is like less, like it's got the whole like random little hitboxes all over the place, kind of like Blizzard does, but the pattern of hitboxes and stuff. Yeah, you know. The Card Guy, welcome in. Yo. Jeffrey says, thanks for sharing all the D2 knowledge. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching, man. Thanks for watching. Started playing this year, and thanks to all your help, I've really enjoyed the journey. Farming keys currently. Nice. Thanks for watching the vids. Appreciate you. Yeah. Half my knowledge, half me looking things up. I can never... I've at some point I've known almost everything. The problem is I never know it forever. That's the problem. How long am I gonna know the things that I've learned myself? Jordan, I do have a massively tall PBR next to me, but just slow sipping. I don't want to. I've been trying to make a very good effort to go to the gym a lot lately, so don't want to get too crazy or anything like that anymore, really. Not to mention I have like a 3-year-old birthday party tomorrow. You know, who wants to be hungover for 3-year-old birthday parties? I don't know. I want to get up and go to the gym before that, so I can get all super jacked. Ooh. Fire on this build on console would be real hard since you can't aim. Yeah, I could see that, yeah. Like you can't... The Fissure would probably just go at whatever direction you're facing, like, it might not be too bad, because like Firestorm you can aim the direction, but you don't have to go to distance. Armageddon just rains up around you. I guess Volcano would be rough if you can't target an enemy, because that's the whole point of it. But yeah, I guess that is kind of true, actually. Yeah, I guess you're right. Would be a little rough. Sun T says, glad I caught one of your live streams finally. Welcome in. Hopefully, you say you finally caught one. Hopefully not the last. Welcome in. Fissure is awful. I mean, it's one of the most damage dealing on this build right now, so. You'll prefer fire over elemental? You mean fire over wind, I'm guessing, Zoltan? Because they're both elemental, of course. I guess it's kind of behind the thing, but you know what I'm saying. No, I prefer wind, to be honest. So, but I like playing a little bit of everything. Ferret was at 600 MF, found nothing. Dropped it down 3 Iraqs in a row. That's how it goes. That is how it goes. We'll just do this top side. I don't like doing the river down there for whatever reason. Not feeling it. Perfect ethereal griffin, says Wahoo. I double dog dare to Zod it. Can't triple stamp, double stamp Lloyd. Double dog dare you. Finally joining you with the Tyrell's might only remaining, says Angle Waffle. Welcome in, I suppose, I guess, to the TM only challenge. I thought I was doing a Holy Grail. Little did I know I was doing a just trying to find Tyrell's might challenge. I don't need one of those. Never mind. Do I have multiple infinities? Multiple is an overstatement. I have 2 of them. I have a self-wheeled one, and I have a mercenary one. One for the merc, one for self. Best place to find Andal's wisdom, boy. Easy Andy. Probably just normal places, probably just Mephisto or something. Because is Andal's wisdom, is that the helmet or is that the staff? That's the Andal's staff, right? With the 5% increased experience gained, right? Zoltan said he just. Oh, you got a minus 54 infinity, you say, for your Javazon merc. Nice. Koru, no. Yeah, I don't know. I've never thought of or heard anyone say anything about where it'd be the best place to farm that. JSP, somebody says. Coach Jason. I mean, he ain't wrong, I guess. Get one there in no time. Oh! Thanks a lot, chat. Gosh, I look over to read chat. I was down to like 10% health there. But yeah, nowadays I don't think there's a good argument to even use the Andals, to be perfectly honest. I mean, what, back in the day when you would get... I mean, maybe if you get G-rushed and then you're just like crawling around in the Chaos Sanctuary or something while... You know, or sitting around in cows waiting for, you know, a level up that way, I guess, maybe. I never do that, so I guess I kind of didn't think about it till just a second, but... Sly Dog saying Fishy Bosch or Thresh Socket, maybe? I don't even know, yeah. I would just guess Mephisto, but just a guess. Sultan says bail runs with an Annie going for 99 or not because of TZs now. Yeah, I think it's after 94, is it? You get like almost nothing from that. And I think P8 Chaos is like, if you're like killing mega fast all by yourself, is like the best, I think. But yeah, up until like after 94, I think is the number. Maybe it's 96. I forget. I don't ever try to push to 99 really. It just kind of happens accidentally. But yeah, TZs are like the way to go. Even the worst TZ is better than like, you know, getting experience in a non-terror zone area after a certain point. Drain says that looks fun. You talking about this build right here? It's okay. It's not. Someone asked me a minute ago to. I do prefer the Wind Druid over this, but it's not. This is not bad by any means. I think it's just a personal preference thing. Is I don't prefer it as much. I don't like having so many active skills that you constantly have to use. You know. Because like this only lasts 50 seconds, so less than a minute. I have to keep re-upping it. You got Fissure, you got Volcano. You're oh, speaking of the devil, Oak Sage is gone. If you use your Cyclone armor, you got to keep re-upping that. You know, like, you're gonna blast Fissures ever as like, you know, because Fissure's rocking 7k damage on top of itself, like, too. You know, it's like the most damage out of anything. So it's like so many things. Every skill that I use them all the time. Every skill except for battle orders and battle command, you're using all the time. It's kind of, but once in a while, it's cool to switch it up. Wahoo says, talking about your ethereal griffins. Yeah, Act 3 market. Yeah, pretty much. It's just one of those unfortunate things. So, finding ethereal griffins. I guess the Act 3 merc does technically have that use. I never used that before, but I have heard of it. You're much more engaged, like on this build relative to other ones. If anything, like, because I use quick cast, my quick cast hand gets tired. Yeah, Slydog Dobrunsky kind of checked out. Just didn't want to do it anymore or whatever. Every once in a while, he'd make like a video like every 6 months or something, but then he just like, you know, he hasn't in a long time or whatever. He's got tired of the game or whatever, and you know, I think he's I don't know what he's got going on in his life, but I'm assuming a bunch of stuff. So he never was doing it full time either. So he was always working, Dobrunsky, and then making videos on the side and stuff. So yeah. Kasparowski, welcome in. Sultan says only 99 I need is Novasork for max energy shield, huh? I feel like I feel like all the skills get maxed at 97 on a, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm sitting at 96 on this one, so. Chaos Sanctuary TZ, that must be online. Congrats for whoever's running that stuff. Yeah, Chaos Sanctuary Online and then Ancient Tunnels. Unfortunately, earlier I missed Durance of Hate, Ancient Tunnels, Andy, Bloody Foothills, Frigid Highlands, Trav. Then I got on for Chaos, unfortunately. tomorrow at the exact same times as Mephisto and Andaro today. The exact same time tomorrow in single player is once again Mephisto and Andaro at the same time. And I'm going to be gone, and I'm going to miss those too. Cool. I'm looking at the TZ schedule right now, actually. The over here. This was like, oh, my mouse isn't showing up for some reason. But anyways, over here, that's what is that? 3 p.m. So 3 p.m. tomorrow, 3 p.m. today and tomorrow. The cathedral, Bloody Foothills, Trav, Chaos. That was all today. Unfortunate. Oh, wait a second. I want to check something real quick. Okay, yeah, it does keep it. Gotcha. Thanks for the mega budget video. Yeah, definitely don't want to neglect the people that, you know, especially when you're first starting out with a character, you got no gear. You know, those builds are clutch. Mosaic recall, start the petition. Ooh. Wait, what do we have up after this one? I think it's another Garbo one. Arcane Sanctuary. It's fine, I guess. Ooh, what am I doing? Strictly Stony Tombs with fire builds or venture out? I mean, I do a lot of the different terror zones and stuff. I guess you could say venture out. If it's a super bad, if it's Icy Cellar or something, yeah, I guess I'll do I'll do the Stony Tombs. Yeah, Stony Tombs. I'm almost about to hop there in a second here, to be honest. Sometimes it's just nice to do 85 area. You could find everything, but it's just so easy, and you know, you just go down there, everything melts. Instead of everything being level 96, everything's just 85, and then of course the elites and champs and whatever. But yeah, missed the budget Fury Druid build. Yeah, that was from a little bit ago, huh? A little bit ago, I think, a month ago or something. Teleport. I hit the wrong button like 7 times in a row. Gonna be a rough game against the Panthers. Yeah, but the Falcons starting running back Retro Nerd Life is gonna kill it. And by starting running back, of course I'm talking about Tyler Algier, because he is the lead running back for the Falcons apparently. Yeah, sure, they use a top 10 pick on Bijan. But they have Tyler Algier. How could you not play him all the time, right? Alder's Deception, last set piece I need for my solo druid. I never wait. Pities. I'm not sure what you're asking there. If there was an autocorrect thing there or something. Are you asking where to find it, or are you just saying? Are you just saying that? Do you have Alder's Deception? I do have all the. I have found all the Alder set pieces. I don't ever use the full Alder. So, is the Deception? Is that the weapon? I can't remember, but I don't know the best place to find it, and I don't ever use full Alders really. So, I've been meaning to look at it though, because I never use it, but I've also never used it. You know what I mean? So, maybe, you know. I want to test it out with some different builds. So, oh, that's the armor. Gotcha. Oh, Alder's is the one. Every time I find an armor, I can never remember the Shadow Plate and the. I can never remember Trang's and Alder's armor. I always get them confused, unfortunately. But love the Stoner Tombs. That's something else, Sly Dog. That's a different place. .530, 536 large charm. I don't know the maxes on those rolls. The thing is, large charms can roll with 6 to max damage, I believe.
My fireball, meteor sword. I have to think of the next playthrough.
Race, yo, thank you for the 100 bits. Finish your fireball, Sork. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you for the 100 bits. As for value, for trade value, I'd say probably not worth as much as the 32020. Because large charms don't fit good under grand charms. That's why everybody wants small charms and grand charms usually. Because your inventory can look... Well, you can kind of see over here a little bit. Grand charms with small charms under it. The grand charms can have, I think, 12 to max damage on it, which would be the equivalent of like a 4 max damage small charms. So if you're going for max damage, you'd go with that. Large charms, I think, are the best for... Is it low level and mid level dueling maybe or something? Not my forte, but I thought I had heard something along those lines. But do not quote me. Don't quote me. I'm just saying I think I heard it or something like that. Oh boy, my life total is on the low side here. There we go. Large LLD. See, I know what I'm talking about. I know everything about dueling. I know everything. You've been quoted. Boy, the Reddit community is about to go ham bone on Phil now. Listen what stupid Phil said. He said something was good for low-level dueling, but it's only like kinda good. He made it sound like it was like actually good. What an idiot. He has no idea what he's talking about ever. The slash I hate Phil subreddit. There probably is one of those. Shame, shame, shame. I'm just joking. One time he said the breakpoint was 98, but it was actually 99. What an idiot. You can't trust anything he says. If only you could see how many subscribers he had, you'd know that you couldn't trust him, because he's only got 70,000. I'm bringing it back around to that thing we were talking about earlier. You ain't right, you're wrong. Might be true. Are you gonna be able to stay awake for Dallas and Raiders on Monday night? Yeah, I don't always, I can stay up for the game, but lately I have not been. Mainly because my fantasy teams are so bad this year, which is, I don't even know how it happened. I guess I'm just an idiot. I literally got, like the one league, last year I got second in it. The year before that I won it. This year I'm in last place. Not even kidding. And it's not even like, oh, I scored all these points, but I got so many points scored against. It's like, I have the least points scored in the league. The other league I'm in, last place as well. That one I don't have the, that league though, I do have the most points scored against me. So that's rough. I also am like third or fourth to the, I'm kind of like middle of the pack, but I'm kind of far back from the people ahead. It's hard to explain, but Scattaboo, your genius pick. Well, at least that's a late pick. So in this keeper league, I kept Bijan Robinson. He's been pretty good. Yeah, he's been pretty good. Malik Neighbors, he died. He broke his leg. He donezo for the year. Brian Thomas Jr. came into the season with a wrist injury he didn't tell anybody about, undisclosed. Didn't get healthy for like 4 weeks. Pulled a hamstring or something, was out 3 weeks. Came back, instantly hurt his ankle, out for 3 more weeks. Cool. Then that was it. You keep 3 players in the keeper league. So Bijan was the only one that's been healthy. My first round pick, I took Trey McBride. He's a GOAT. Can't complain there. Then I took Terry McLaurin. Hurt, been out all year. This stupid quad injury. Then I took, not that early, but 4th or 5th round or something like that in this keeper league, which a 4th round pick is the equivalent of like, because you got to think the first 3 rounds are every team's 3 keepers. So the 4th round is like a 7th round pick. I took Jaden Daniels. Well, he's been toast all year. He's been hurt twice, and the second time he's been out forever. It's like, oh my gosh, can something go right for me? You know, like, Yeah. Let's just go to Stony Tombs, actually. I feel like being casual. So I feel like I've been getting pretty unlucky. Like right now, I think I have 5 starters that are either out or on IR right now on that team. Hopefully Brian Thomas plays, because if he doesn't, I'm in trouble. Darius Slayton's out. I was going to start him this week. He's done. Yeah, McLaurin, Jaden, Neighbors. I picked up Jackson Dart to fill in for Daniels. Well, now Dart's done. Luckily, I got Drake May, too, because this league, you have to have 2 quarterbacks. Just the way that everybody plays in it or whatever. Crazy. AJ Brown been trolling you? Yeah, that's, I never draft any pass catchers on Philly. That's kind of a hard stance I got, but apparently my hard stances don't matter much because it just is wrong and I get everything wrong. Yeah, Wandell. Oh yeah, that was, I mean, Wandell's working out for you, right? That's part of the problem too. I did some stuff that I thought was going to work out for me. I drafted Aaron Jones and Mason thinking like, oh, Aaron Jones is old, he's going to get hurt. And then Mason's going to, you know, or maybe vice versa. I mean, Aaron Jones was out for like 3 weeks, but now it's like they're just eat into each other's play or whatever. Now Aaron Jones, I think, is going to keep playing, but he'll probably get hurt again. You'll play him. He's getting all the carries, then he'll get hurt. I got that keeper league has like an extended bench. Instead of 6 players, you have 8 people on your bench. So, but I got Pollard and Spears, hoping like Pollard would get traded at the trade deadline, or like Spears was hurt at the beginning of the year, hoping Pollard got hurt or something. Then Spears would be the GOAT or something. Not like hoping he'd get hurt, but you know what I mean, fantasy wise. But no, they just both of them never twist an ankle or anything. They're just always fine. Both just getting no, so it's like crazy. Pretty much what I'm saying. I stink at fantasy football. Galbacky, yo, what's going on? Don't mind me just complaining about sucking at fantasy football. Hogan it. What's going on? First time catching me on Twitch. Welcome in. Appreciate you. Hopefully not the last. Long time YouTube viewer. Appreciate you. Cog. We'll go with Cog. Good call on that one. Good call. Yeah, we'll hit a few of those, sure. Yeah, this is so much easier down here, huh? It's almost like turning it on easy mode. Endgame build for a Fireball Meteor Sorceress. Do I have one? Are you talking, do I have a video race? Or are you asking, like, do I have one currently? Because the Fireball Meteor is what I use for my dedicated TZ Andy Mephisto's farmer, which is a full Tal's Fireball Meteor. I'm trying to think if I have a regular build guide video for an endgame Fireball Meteor. What do you think's the best gear? It's going to be similar to what I have on here, actually. Not this, though. But Phoenix Shield. I know it's a little behind chat, but you get it. Phoenix Shield and armor on him. Yeah, probably Enigma on that, too. Pretty much exactly what I have on this character, essentially. But not the Raven lore, of course. Probably Flickering Flame or Shako, you know. Fire Skillers. I don't remember all that's on Tel's armor, to be honest. I don't know if Tel's would be really the best. I'd have to look at it again. I'd go look at, because this is stuff that I like would have done research into, and then boy, it's probably been outside of my dedicated TZ Andy Mephisto farmer. I probably haven't played a Fireballer in like 2 years, so it's hard to remember. 99 is a hard grind. Solo, yeah, I don't usually grind to try to get to 99. It's just kind of happened over, you know, a few years of me playing offline single player here. Whew. I thought I battle ordered up. I must have hit the buttons too fast. Demon Machine, Jordan James said he just got off a TZ Diablo. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, Hank, you said pick up Wandell. I misread your comment from earlier there, Hank. Hank, you Phil. Oh, in any league I'm in, Wandell's been gone for 5 weeks probably. Like, there's no hope of picking him up. That's why I got Slayton eventually here. Like, oh shoot, I don't know why I just hit my macro button to save and exit. Whoopsie. Yeah, and especially the keeper league I'm in, because of the deep benches, there's just nobody on the waiver wire to even pick up. Like, if I want to pick some up on the waiver wire, it's like Tyler Lockett and, like, for wide receivers, Malik Washington for Miami, maybe. Yeah, there's just nobody. Ormus Robe for Fireball. I guess. I never use Ormus, but maybe. Probably, I guess, yeah. Cog saying personal goal, finish a 99 character on ladder character. Ending on the top few pages. Gotcha. Yeah, the main thing about being 99 on ladder, it pretty much is just a list of whoever has the most time to play Diablo 2, essentially. / run bots. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll try to do it just because it's like insane, I guess. But like, I don't know. It doesn't really seem like some goal that I necessarily want. But hey, if that's what you want to do, so yeah. Hard to compete with botters. Exactly. People with more free time. I didn't realize you said exactly what I was saying already. I read the first comment first, but yeah. Corey Horton, he's inconsistent. Not after they just. I wouldn't start him with them just trading for Shaheed. So Shaheed had his, like, quote-unquote warm-up game, as I view it anyways, and now I would just view, like, if they thought Torrey Horton was that good, they wouldn't trade for the second best wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints, right? So that's the way I view that one. They wouldn't trade for Tyler Shuck's second wide receiver. Are you going to become a GTA streamer when GTA 6 comes out? No, definitely not. If that ever does come out, though, ooh, maybe I would try that on stream, though, huh? Maybe I'll be a new GTA streamer. Maybe. Who wants me to switch? Let me know in the comments. Grand Theft Auto only. Gotcha, Cog. Best of luck. Hopefully that goes quick for you. Grinding out 99. Yeah, when you say grinding it out by yourself, hopefully you're still playing online in games with other people, though, to get the P8 experience. Hopefully. GTA is so toxic. Don't bother. Like, I don't know. I've never played. By toxic, I'm assuming you mean like online multiplayer, the way people act and stuff, because that's usually how people refer to something being toxic. I've never played multiplayer Grand Theft Auto before. I have Grand Theft Auto 5 and I played it and stuff, but I've never played online before. It was for Xbox. Yeah, I would never play Grand Theft Auto online. That does nothing for me. That doesn't even sound like something I'd want to do. Online games nowadays are just garbage, just from everything I've seen. Everything about online games nowadays is just trash. So yeah. 9-year-olds screaming at you all kinds of stuff. So you're telling me it's just like Call of Duty was in like 2009. Okay. All right. Gotcha. So you're telling me it's just like Modern Warfare 2. Gotcha. Smokin says GTA 5 online amazing. What so like what do you do in those games? I don't like GTA 5 online. because Grand Theft Auto is all about like doing the quests and then like roaming around and doing all the side stuff. Like, do you like first like do you like competitively like shooter, like third person shooter it or something? I don't even know. I honestly don't even know what you would do in Grand Theft Auto Online. I knew that people played online and stuff, but I never thought about what they did. Driving around doing missions, so it's just like the single player, but there's other people driving around doing missions too or something. It sounds so pointless and dumb. I'm gonna be honest. No offense if you like it, but most people are role playing. What do you mean role? Like you're like, hey, I'm a cop. Pull over. Listen, you were going too fast, and they're just like acting like they're cop. Like I don't even understand what that means. Oh, exactly what I said. Role play as a cop. That sounds so dumb. I'm sorry if people like it or whatever, but that sounds so like. So when you say role play as a cop, are you like doing like cop missions in the game? You mean you're not just literally role playing, right? Like you're a cop as like your job, and you're like, oh, look at here. There's a robbery going on, and you have to go stop the bank robbery or something. Like the game gives you a mission to do, something like that. They're not just like driving around in a cop car, like going behind other players, turning the lights on, like, hey, pull over, just and like pretending like they're doing traffic stops and stuff, right? Like pretending like they have a real life job or something, but really they're just sitting in their room all day. That's not really what they're doing, right? Vice City was the last GTA race played. Goated game right there, Vice City. Ooh. Gotcha, Cog. Just a few people to play with. Yeah, if you're not in PA games, it'll take you like 7 years to get the 99. I'll be honest. So. Ooh, State of Shock. Grabbed a burr in a pubcast. Love to see it. Love to hear it. It's as stupid as you think. Oh boy. 2 Lives Left said it's just as dumb as I think it is. No way. It'd be other people role playing as robbers. Now, I think okay. I think the thing is the word calling it role playing makes maybe I'm overthinking it here. I don't know. Never mind. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Some people are going to like the game, and it just does not sound like something I would want to do. Like, I don't want to role play going to the gym. I don't want to role play, like, going on a date with my, like, I don't want to role play going bowling. I don't want to role play going to work. Like, I don't know. So it's pretty much like The Sims, but like Grand Theft Auto. Pathless's solo play is well done steak. Role playing is medium rare steak. Oh boy. Grocery store running register simulator. Let's go. Walmart bagger simulator. Let's go. No, it does not sound up my alley. Cog says you like PvP, but it's not a thing in D2R. There is some people that do it, but yeah, I'd say there's like you have to be in a PvP like Discord community, and there's like 100 people in the entire world total. Is that the actual number? I don't know, but there's not a lot. But yeah, I've never been really into. It just does. You know, sometimes when you hear about things and you see them and you're just like, that doesn't interest me at all. You know, there's a lot of things in life that I don't do, but I just see them and hear about them, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. Eating an entire Carolina Reaper. Jumping over a Lamborghini while it's going like 80 miles an hour. I could say some other things, but I'm not going to. Lots of things I've never tried, but I have no interest in. What the sack at the Herald of Zacharium? I usually just go with an Umrune, and then, well, you might have reses already fine, but that's usually what I go with. And he says GTA 5, the teenagers crashing out is the worst part. Nothing better to do but troll people. Maybe. I don't know. I like the solo GTA, but oh boy, what do you want now? You want some chicken? You sure? All right, how about some broccoli? Babe, I can get you some broccoli. You like broccoli. Fine. Trying to find Cheerios might. Who would ever try to do that? I know, am I right? Trash says, you want some nuggies and broccoli? No, she wanted these pita chips, and I was just joking. Just kidding. I mean, she does like broccoli, but that's what she's like, well, I don't get it. My friends say they don't like broccoli. It makes no sense. And I'm like, babe, it's because you've been eating broccoli every other day or every third day since the day you were born. That's why it seems normal to you. Normal parents don't give their kids vegetables ever. What? Yeah, you didn't know that? Everybody else, their parents don't give them vegetables. They just eat French fries and chicken nuggets all day, every day. And then when they get done with dinner, they just give them some chips and some Doritos and stuff. Like, you didn't. Sorry to bust your bubble, but yeah, you lived your entire life not knowing that other kids just get garbage food all the time. And Thomas is the man. What's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, Pathless big fan of the Dino Nuggies. Well, I actually do buy those. The Dino Nuggies at Aldi are actually cheaper than the regular ones. So I'm like, I mean, they're from the same company, but they're cheaper for some reason. And it's just, that's like, it's more weight for the same price. And I'm like, how does this make sense? Rated the same and everything? I don't get it. So, how's ladder going? This is offline single player, by the way, Thomas. So, I haven't been on ladder for like weeks now. Weeks. She likes well done steaks. No, she won't eat steaks. I almost never buy steaks, though. They're too expensive. Ribeyes around where I live, especially nowadays, after all the different stuff going on in the country that people did for reasons that I'm not going to get into, I guess. But anyways, like ribeyes are like $15 a pound. Even cheap steaks, even like Eye of Round is like $6.99 a pound. So, yeah. Hard pass on steaks. I'll keep doing my ground turkey tacos. Ground turkey's like $1.99 a pound. Do pork's like, it's probably $2.99 a pound actually, but pork's like $2.99 a pound. Ground turkey's like $2.99 a pound. Stuff like that. Much cheaper. Much cheaper. Beats Australian prices. I'll have to take your word on that one. I've never heard anything about Australian beef prices, to be honest, in my entire life. Gus John says live off steaks. Hey, must be made of money over here. Must be made of money. Not this guy. Bashi says greats beef in Australia. Yeah, I'm not too tapped into the world or whatever with that kind of stuff, but yeah, I mean Australian Wagyu, right? I have heard of that. You're broke. You just spoil yourself with good steaks, huh? Well, hey, each their own. You work hard, make your money, and you decide what to spend it on, I guess, huh? Get out Saturday night and kill a deer, Phil. I'm not a hunter, but I'm not a hunter. Not my thing at all. I mean, with how much, unless you're going to process the whole deer yourself anyways, with how much it costs to have a butcher process a whole deer for you, I mean, you might as well just go buy the stuff yourself, to be honest. I don't know how much it is now, but my brother hunts and my dad would hunt. My dad would hunt. I feel like he would hunt, but he would just go out there to go out there and sit by himself for a while. But I'm from a town that had one stoplight, so I graduated with 92 people, and it was the largest graduating class the school had ever had. So I know about hunting. Kids would drive tractors to work. I'm not kidding. Or to school. I'm not kidding. But yeah, the last I had heard 10 or 15 years ago when I was talking to somebody about it, they were talking about how much it costs, and I'm like, geez, why is it so much money? And then you got to buy a chest freezer to keep it in because you got a whole animal worth of meat, you know? Or a lot of people from where I was from, they would, you know, get half a cow, like they would take half the cow and their parents would take half a cow, you know, they'd buy a whole cow and split it with their parents or something like that. But that's just, I don't know, that's just not me. Am I in upstate New York? No, I'm from Michigan. Michigan. Oh, Hyperion. Channel emote. Well, how do you do an emote of a well done steak? Not really sure how you do that. Not sure how you do that one. $80 for a pack of steak? Oh my god. Get out of here. When you say it lasts 2 weeks, are you talking like lunch and dinner, or is that just the dinners? Because that's insanely expensive if it's just dinner. I mean, not as far as like steak prices go, but like, because 80 divided by 24 is like, it's not $4, but it's like almost $4 a meal just for the meat. I don't know. Friday night stream, Edward, yeah, Friday night Printer Friday. Don't forget, anyone who didn't know, by the way, I don't shout it out very often. You know, I don't want to sound pandering or anything, but any channel support of any kind of $10 or more, you get a super print, just a little extra bonus. Thank you for supporting the stream, but you get any message, or you can even get a picture printed up here if you wanted to. you want to get a Detroit Lions logo, or a Detroit Red Wings logo, or a Detroit Pistons logo, or a Detroit Lions logo. Yeah. Or Detroit Lions logo. But it's got to be an easy to find picture, and it's my choice of the thing. Ray said your friend brings you deer. Yeah, my in-laws neighbor goes hunting every year and gets I don't know where these deer come from or whatever, but like I'd go over to my in-laws house and they're like, hey, you like venison? You're from the country. And they're like, thunk. They're like, you want, take this leg. Like, okay, I guess. So that's I don't know. I don't always though, but I like venison, it's fine. Meat. But yeah, then you gotta carve up the leg yourself. I mean, carve it up, you just cut the meat off it, but. It is something when someone's like, here, take this leg. Trash just making all these signs pointing at me. Come on. This guy.
Through Super Chat. Less than Kojak.
Less than Kojak. What does Kojak mean? You got to tell me what that means before I'll print that one, Trash. By the way, so. Pathless paid $1,200 for half a cow. Gotcha. Yeah, I never knew how much they cost, and then you gotta buy the chest freezer for it to go in, or like a separate freezer to store this entire animal in. Yeah, this is not my dealio, but it's an old TV series. All right, we'll get that printed up. But there's something else that I gotta do as well. Woo! Thank you so much, Trash, for the $10 super chat. Boom. We'll get that print for you. That super print. Let's go. Yeah. Now that you say it's a show, it sounds familiar now. Sounds familiar. Woo. It looks kind of funny when I stretch that out, to be honest. Let's just go like... I don't like this font with this arrow. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. Alright, let's jump to the printer real quick. Whoop. Oh, a bald detective. Oh, a very handsome bald detective. I had to make it smaller because when I stretched it out too much... Wait a second. You put the arrow the wrong way. Or did I print it wrong? You put the arrow the wrong way. Ah! It's got to be exactly as you put it in. I can't change it. I cannot change it. Let's go. On the other, how about, oh, you want me to put it over here like this? Hold on. I usually don't do this, but in a special occasion, it's perfect. It's perfect. Let's go. I never put one on. Oh, we're right here. Bashi, are you talking about deer are an invasive species? I might have missed part of the thing, but Bubster doing pretty good, by the way. Deer are an invasive species, so you can just like pop them anytime you want to. I would feel like it'd be too hot in Australia for deer, kind of, sort of. But I don't really know. Don't really know. I wasn't gonna do this, but I think I'm going to I have some tequila upstairs. I'm gonna make a drink. I wasn't going to do, but now I want to. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go do that, and I will BRB in 2 minutes. Yo! I'm back.
Extra HN Bash donated 10 Canadian dollars through Super
There's
Chat.
no room for the down arrow. There's no room for the down arrow, Trash. You're going too crazy. You're going too crazy. See, there's no room up here. It ends. Yeah, I didn't know there was deer, pigs, foxes. I know pigs go crazy everywhere, but What's going on, Robbie? Welcome in. It is Printer Friday. Trash with the $10 super. You know what you get for that? Thank you so much for the $10 super print again. Trash you. Yeah. Woo! I'll try to make it work. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you what, Trash. I'll try to make it work. But there's no promises, okay? Maybe I can, I'll have to make it like narrow. I'll have to make the how am I gonna do this? I can't do this. It's not working. Hard. Maybe like this. I'm gonna have to print it small. That's how it's gonna have to be. So maybe it'll fit over my head. We'll try to do it, I guess. But I really don't want to condone you making fun of me. But it is a super print, so over to the printer. We're actually back. Go to the regular side. See if I can make this work. It's the best I can do. I guess I could have done it bigger. But because you're making fun of me constantly, I think I'm going to leave it like it is. You're wondering what I'm doing. It's tequila, so I do little pinches of salt. I know you're just joking, Trash. I know you are. Do you stream full-time? Blueberry. So I've been stream full-time, I guess, yes, but really it's content create full-time, yeah. Up until about a year ago, I was probably like 70-30 streaming and video making. But then about a year ago, or maybe a year and a half ago, I went to about 50-50 on videos and streaming. So, but yeah. Stray Bullet, welcome in, yo. Arcane was TZ'd last hour? Nice. Wait, is this still piece 3? No, okay, good. Look at that experience going. We got to get this to 99, right? JK. Need to find a pair of War Travelers up a minute ago, Robbie said. Sorry, I'm getting a little behind in the comments. Trying to catch up here, doing my best. Haven't gotten any of the whole ladder. Yeah, I mean, most ladders I don't find all the stuff that I need, right? I end up trading for it for sure. And finding every piece of gear you need, every ladder, boy, that'd be a struggle. That'd be a struggle. Bound by the rules of the printer, JB says. Guess so. Ray said you spent $1,400 on half a cow and $1,850 on half of a bison. Yeah, bison can be huge. So I don't know if you buy bison from somebody, like if they let them grow to full size, but aren't bison like double the size of a cow? But either way, that's pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. You went from PBR to tequila. Yeah, that's what I got. So, unless I want to get off stream and drive up to the store. When in Rome, right? This Druid slays. I'm running a Wind Druid this season. I have to avoid Arcane. Well, Arcane with the Wind Druid, yeah, because it's physical, and these guys are all immune to physical. I mean, avoid might be a bit of a stretch, but they're immune to physical, but they're also the weakest monster out here. So if you have like your maxed out Hurricane on a Wind Druid, you should be a-okay, really. It'll just take like a few ticks to take him out. It might be maybe a little on the painfully slow side, but because these guys are immune to fire, these Hell Clan or whatever, but they get broken by the Sunder. I got Infinity, Phoenix, and Ravenlore, you know. So Robbie says never traded in D2R. Really interesting. Yeah, it would be a lot tougher, of course, the game for sure. Yeah, I used to use Tradery, but honestly, and some people say they still have a great time on Tradery. They're very successful in their trades and whatnot. I literally had to stop using Tradery because I just couldn't get any trades to happen. Like, I would message people and they wouldn't answer, then they'd answer back at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm sleeping, and then I'd message them back like in the morning when I got up and they wouldn't answer, and I'd message them again before I went to bed and they wouldn't answer, and they'd message me back at like 3 o'clock in the morning again. Or they just would never answer and be a fake. So I ended up just, honestly, just going back to D2 JSP and just trade on there. Never using real money or anything. And never I feel like it even ruins the fun to use value you had from a different season to get the gear. I feel like that ruins the fun of the season. So I only carry over and use value from the current season. But yeah, JSP work just works so much better. But what does D2 JSP mean? D2 JSP is the name of a website. It doesn't mean anything. D2 means Diablo 2. JSP, if that stands for something, I've never heard of it. What it stood for. Yeah, and the currency outside the game. Yeah, you can definitely use it, and it's essentially designed to have a currency outside the game. Yeah, so I don't blame people for not liking it or whatever. It's just so much easier to use. It just honestly is. Yeah, you can pay money for the, you can pay money in a way to get gear pretty much on that site if you wanted to. I would never do that, but people do, no doubt. That's people do on there. So, yeah. People want a job for war traps. Well, if that's up there on Tradery, that's because nobody would trade for it. Yeah. But that's the thing too. Like, it's probably so dead. You're only ever gonna see now on Tradery, like, it's just gonna be only the trades that nobody ever wants. You know, unfortunately. So JSP, according to Stray Bullet here, says JavaScript parser. Gotcha. Old school forum. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's just like it's a forum thing from probably the year 2000. Good for us old men, exactly. No frills, no nothing like that. Oh, that's one of the things when I first stopped using Tradery. I ended up having to, I was using Tradery, I ended up having to get, I never had an ad blocker on my web browsers or anything. Because, like, obviously the people that make these websites and put in the work, like, that's how they make money, you know? So if you use an ad blocker, they don't make money for the work that they did. I mean, I wouldn't want people to do that to me, right? But man, Tradery had so many ads. I have a 4070 Ti. It would like lag down my computer. I literally was like, okay, well, and that's the first time I ever went and got an ad blocker was for Tradery. Great Bullet, you had your JSP since 05. Nice. I had one back then. But, and I still know the username, but I don't know the password, and there's like no way to get the password now. I could never figure it out. So I ended up having to make a new account in like 09, or I don't know, whenever I did. I don't remember when it was. Not 09, it was like 2019 or something. I don't know. Or, I don't even remember. I don't know. JB saying transferring across the ladder, the value defeats the purpose. It really does. Yes, it really does. The reason that it doesn't really bother me at all, though, is because I don't like compete with people on ladder. I just play to enjoy myself, and yeah, I don't really compete in the race, I guess you could say. Tell a joke? I mean, I guess you can. Just nothing offensive. And I'm not promising I'm going to read it. Robbie saying, I just hope they got the old school pop-ups as well. No, they don't. That's the thing with JSP is there's no ads on it at all. There's no ads. So they do make money though, because they, like I said, you can actually spend real money to buy stuff. They have this made up currency that they use for the forum on their website, and you can actually pay money for it. And I guess people actually do that. I never have, but like you can just farm some keys and trade the keys for the forum gold, and then trade the forum gold for the item you need. But some people, that's too much for them. So. Yeah, trash. The Tradery has the most obnoxious ads I've ever seen on the internet before. Really, Tradery has the most obnoxious amount of ads that I've ever seen anywhere in my entire life ever. I'm not even kidding. I literally had to get an ad blocker so that my computer could run the website. Robbie says when you were in school, your teacher told us to create an email on Hotmail. Yeah, if you type in Hotmail, you're going to get a different than Hotmail. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Oh, I have the wrong. I had the wrong. I was like, why am I not casting? I probably have not been casting the right spells for like the last 5 minutes here. Yeah, boy. Ronald saying the pop-up ads on mobile tradery. Ridiculous. Yeah, I've never even tried that before. I can only imagine. I never wanted to get an ad blocker. I never, did. For the reasons I said before, but Tradery made me. Not Mike says, how am I late? It happens. It happens. Better late than never. Welcome in. Silenze? Not sure which way to pronounce it, but welcome in. First time chatter. Started D2R and saw one of your YouTube videos. Any recommendations on a Wind Druid? Very, very budget gear. How to push hell and farm, and where to farm. I do have videos about that. But for the Wind Druid, it's a pretty easy question to answer. If you know anything about any of the budget caster builds in the game, you use the same exact gear. Spirit Sword, Spirit Shield. If you can't make a Spirit Shield, the Spirit Rune Word. Make a Rhyme Shield. Cannot be frozen, and some other good stuff on there. A little magic find. Stealth Armor when you're super mega budget. You can make a Lore Helm. These are all rune words I'm talking about. Oh, hold up. We'll get back to that in a second. We got a little Viper Magi. Can we get a 35? All res. 31. That's all right, though. Viper Magi, a great item. Hey, speaking about the Wind Druid, if you can find one of these Sillins, you could use this too on your Wind Druid. True story. True story. No doubt. Gloves, you want some FCR gloves, Trangs, or Mage Fists. If beyond that, it's the best rare thing you can find. Boots, the best rare boots you can find, probably. So, yeah. That's pretty much the go-to mega budget for Wind Druid. Wind Druid, where to farm a Wind Druid? Pits is good. The Pits in Act 1. A lot of places, really. A lot of places. Eldritch Shank and the Pits are the best for like super, if you have like no gear at all. So yeah. Hopefully that answered your question for you. A little bit anyways. Also, if you need more, I do have different videos about mega budget Wind Druid, I believe. Mega budget caster gear. Boots with the fur. Oh boy, Jordan. There's actually a great version of that song that's actually awesome. Let me know if you guys ever heard of this band before. There's this band called I Set My Friends on Fire. They did a version of that Boots with the Fur song, or Apple Bottom Jeans. I don't remember what it's called. That was their first big hit, and then they played at one of the Warped tours I went to back in like 2010. But boy, that song was huge back when I first like started. I was like 20. I can remember my buddies, some of my friends, their cousin gave them a trailer, and by trailer I mean like a trailer park trailer. They're like, hey, our trailer, I live in Florida now. I just left. They're gonna charge me like $4,000 to demolish the trailer and get rid of it. If you agree to take it and live there and pay the lot rent, you can have it. And they're like, okay. So my two buddies when they're like 19 move into this trailer in a trailer park and just have parties there all the time. Yeah. But yeah, I can just remember being in their trailer and this song blasting. But yeah. Oh, your name's Silence, but spelled differently. Gotcha. Okay. I was overthinking it. I'm like sounding it out, like trying to be perfect here. So it's just Silence. Gotcha. So yeah, if you can make Spirit Sword is going to be a huge boost to you. So you're not going to be able to make a Spirit Shield on a playthrough, but make a Lore Shield. You got Cannot Be Frozen, Block Rate, Block Chance, MF, some other things. And probably a stealth armor. And then if you just like build the skills right, you should be able to just like walk through the game pretty much, almost. They're talking about I Set My Friends on Fire. Their first album was solid even today, saying Tan. I've only heard a couple other songs, but yeah. You got them mixed up with Crank That Soldier Boy. Ooh, Crank That Soldier Boy. Ooh. I think they did both. Actually. I'm almost positive. If it wasn't them that did the Boots with the Fur, it was somebody else that did the same thing. But I'm pretty sure they did both of those. Actually. Low by Flow Rida. This is true. Euphoric Kitten. That is true. Now that you mention it, that sounds exactly like what it is. Can't find it. I probably have it on a burned CD somewhere. Oops. Maybe it was somebody else. I thought they did. Somebody did. I gotta find that CD. I gotta find that CD then. So much AI slop to sort through. Unfortunately, I know, right? I'm trying to think. It wasn't I Set My Friends on Fire. They did the Soldier Boy one. Let's see. Dude, I swear they did, dude. I swear it was them. That's Soldier Boy now. Woo. I know they did the Soldier Boy. I swear they did. Stray Bullet. Yeah, I know. I know Lorna Shore for sure. For sure. Ever play in parties or just play solo? I played ladder resets for about a month, 2 weeks to a month, sometimes longer after ladder resets. Jit I. Ghosts on Broadway did low. I have to look that up. Maybe maybe I just had the wrong. I do want to listen to this right now. I'll listen to it later. It probably is. They probably just sounded so much like him that I just assumed it was the same people or something. I don't know. Could be. I mean, this was 20 years ago, so I guess, I could remember wrong. Robbie says, what's Printer Friday? So Printer Friday is, I do a little extra on Printer Fridays where any channel support, gifted memberships, gifted subs on Twitch, or any type of super chat or anything like that that's of $10 or more, I print your whatever message you want up on behind me. If you want to say like Philadelphia Eagles stink, Philly will lose to Lions, Detroit Lions rock, Detroit Pistons are great, anything like that. I'm not biased or anything here, but yeah. Any message that's non-offensive and non-political. But yeah. Nightbot. Yo, Nightbot's great. Yeah, don't forget the like button. Oh, Bib Dog hitting that. And by the way, a couple little merch things right there if you guys are interested. Appreciate you. Has to be it. It probably is JBL. As soon as I typed in what that Broadway or whatever, it popped right up and I was like, it must be it. Gosh, I used to go to the party in the trailer and blast that song, and people would be like, because these were like my best buds at the time or whatever, so I could do stuff like that, and they'd be like, it'd start off like, and the girls are like, oh yeah, and then it's like, and they're like, oh god, ooh, this is terrible. Bill Trailer Park Boys. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, at the time, I don't know. Those were the days. No longer Trailer Park Boy. Now I'm own a house. And I play video games in my basement. Why does it have so much stuff on it? Has anybody seen a jewel that had 6? How does it have so much stuff on it? Enhanced damage, attack rating. Damage to undead and damage to demons is one roll by itself. How does it have 5 things on it? Is attack rating light radius? Is that a roll by itself too? Isn't that strange? Strange. Interesting. Yeah, I know that the 2 undead ones are together. I think it's attack rating and light radius go together. ED attack rating? Maybe. I don't know. I think it's the attack rating light radius for some reason. I don't know why. I think it is. It's interesting though. I do remember speaking, someone mentioned Dobrunsky earlier, and he wanted to do an item that he put jewels in and it had the most different affixes and suffixes on the one item. So I see this jewel and it made me think of that. Kind of, sort of. I don't know. Where are we at here? Making sure there's nothing hiding. Nothing hiding. Silence, you say you looked on Max Roll, but they're budget seemed pretty high in comparison. Gotcha. Yeah, definitely. And I don't know. I don't remember how much you had said you had played Silence. The Countess. Look up farming runes from the Countess, and that's how you like make all the different rune words that are kind of budget. So yeah, Royal Flush. You didn't know a jewel could have 6 different stats on it. Yeah, it's a very weird roll because somebody said, and it's what I kind of thought was the case. So one roll, you can have up to 4 on a rare jewel. So damage to undead and then attack rating to undead is a roll. But then attack rating light radius, I forget what it's called, but it's like a roll by itself. But JB said he looked up, it said it's called Bright, I guess. +1 light radius, 10 to attack rating. Interesting. Light radius is the GOAT. It's a super interesting jewel, just because. It's not that interesting. It's like 5% interesting enough that I think it's interesting, I guess. So, what were we talking about? There was another time that one of my wife's friends, and also a girl that I've known for a while. Actually, the girl that is kind of the reason that me and my wife met each other, to be perfectly honest. She loved. I haven't talked to her in a long time. Probably still does. Taylor Swift, right? So I went to the bar/restaurant where my wife worked with this girl, and I played the. Oh no, it's slipping my mind now. Unbelievable. Blank Spaces by like the Metal remake. Kind of what made popular. It's slipping my mind. Someone help me out. The Taylor Swift song, the Rock Band remade. You guys know it. It was real popular. Crazy thing is, that band, a guy I went to school with, like a friend, a guy I know, was their producer, because they're from Michigan. That when they got popular, or whatever. It's what made my friend like kind of not like super famous, but like he's like a semi-known producer. I Prevail, exactly. Yes. Yeah, I Prevail. So I put that song on. She's like, "Oh yeah," and then it's like, you know, starts. Not that they're like the heaviest band ever, but like, you know, they got the one singer that goes ham. They got the back and forth singers, the clean singer and the intense vocals. Yeah. Double red from Diablo. Rain. I don't understand what that means. What do you mean double red? Taylor Swift, the reason me and Gelback are together. No. A girl that loves Taylor Swift. Loved. I don't know if she still does. Probably does, though. I'm going to assume she does. It's actually a girl that I knew. I've known her, this girl, probably twice as long as I've known my wife. If not 3 times as long, to be honest. And little did I know, actually, like that girl, I was actually friends with her brother when I was like 5. Because where I'm from, there's like not a lot of people. They're from the town over, but even people being from the town over, you would like know them because they were cousins or related to people you knew from like your town. You'd see them around, you know. Country in Michigan is like that. I don't know if it's like that everywhere, but. If Taylor Swift never wrote Blank Spaces, yeah, right, the world would be a different place. I probably wouldn't be a YouTuber right now. I probably wouldn't be playing D2 right now. I'd probably be playing Grand Theft Auto 5 role-playing as somebody who was a full-time streamer and had a wife, but I would not have a wife. I'd be role-playing as if I had a wife and kids and stuff. Crazy, I know, right?
EA made the live.
Daniel, yo! Thank you for the 25 huge, massive months of YouTube slayership. Ooh. Appreciate you. Ooh. That was a good one. I actually dug deep for that one. If you tighten up your core a little bit and you get it. I usually just do regular growls, but that one was a little more aggressive. That was deeper gutturals. Ooh. A little bit deeper. Very nice. Yeah. A little more effort behind it. Best metal scream? I mean, geez. I mean, I could do it. But the thing is, you want like a high pitch, like a Fry scream? I mean, that's way harder because I don't. Usually, I just go with the or whatever. I don't go too crazy. I'm not a metal singer here. It's actually really, and as you probably know since you're asking, it's actually really hard. If everybody could do it, then people wouldn't, then anybody could be in the band, right? The low is just way easier. Sick shirt, Magic. We're just gonna go with Magic. I'm not saying the whole name. But appreciate you, yeah. This is one of my proudest purchases because I'm super incredibly cheap. So I paid $45 for this t-shirt in like 2012, which $35 in 2012 is like 110 today. I don't really know for sure, but that's probably not too far off. But yeah, look at his shirt. Our Real Monster. Remember that show? Our Real Monsters? That's my favorite. There's Ren and Snippy over here. Dexter's Lab. Look at that sucker. Rugrats. Powerpuff Girls. Legendary. Look at this thing. That's the Thornberrys guy, right? Leave It to Beaver? I don't remember what's going on there. Hey Arnold. Look at this sucker. Look at this thing. Yeah. Quail Man. I have a sick picture. I should find it. I should find it one day. Just a sick picture of probably from like 10 years ago now or whatever, but I was Quail Man for Halloween one year. So nasty. Just so nasty. I went to a birthday party, and it was a superhero themed birthday party. Apparently, that was a very loose theme because only like probably this party was. I told this story the other day. This party. Oh no, actually, I don't remember. But anyways, this party. This guy rented out a random factory in Detroit, a random abandoned factory, and threw his birthday party in it. This random factory was so random, it had no doors on it. Okay, and it was huge, and there was only lighting in like 1/10 of it, so it was a random abandoned factory essentially. Well, anyways, only like 50 people in the whole party, and there was like 1,000 people at this party in Detroit, in this random back. Anyways, that were dressed up as there was like a Superman guy, and there was like a few other people, and I was dressed as Quail Man, and yeah, but this Quail Man costume was legendary. Dude, find it. When you say do find it, are you talking about Cheryl Smite, or what are you talking about that picture? Because I don't know where I'd find that picture at, to be honest. I might have it on a flash drive somewhere or something. I don't even know. It's probably on Facebook somewhere, maybe, back in the day. I don't even have... I was just thinking about this the other day. I don't even have Facebook on my phone anymore. Like, I don't even go on Facebook anymore or anything. I don't even go on those social media sites and shit like that anymore. Child of Odin saying the gaming mat epic. Glad you like it. A happy customer for the gaming mat on the merch store. Everybody says they do love that thing. So, Daniel, yo! Thank you for the 10 gifted Slayer ships. Hey, it's Printer Friday. Daniel, let me know what you want print. If you want something printed up on the board, let me know. I'll do that for you. If not, that's okay too. Some people don't want a message, but some people do. Let me know if you want something printed up there. I would be more than happy to do it for you. And thank you so much once again for the 10 gifted Slayer ships. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. How often do I play? Monday, Wednesday, Friday usually. I mean, I play other times too, I guess, but that's when I stream. Did I answer that, Jedi? I don't remember. I thought maybe I answered that question already. I don't remember, but look up about Applebee's. You want me to? That's what you want your message to be? Or are you asking me to look up something that happened at Applebee's? I'm not sure which one there, Daniel. I'm gonna have to reactivate my MySpace to get the Quailman stuff. Oh my gosh, MySpace. I don't think MySpace even exists anymore. I remember some media group bought it. Like, and Matthew McConaughey bought a portion of MySpace or something. Like they were gonna try to bring it back, and of course that didn't work or something. I don't remember. Scroll up. Oh, it's behind all the gifted memberships. You're saying? Found some hundreds on the ground in an Applebee's recently. You found some random hundos on the ground. Oh my gosh, dude. Hopefully somebody didn't see you pick those up, because who drops a bunch of hundos on the ground at Applebee's? Nobody who's doing good business, I'll tell you that much. Holy smokes. But either way, thank you so much for the 10 gifted Slayer ships. Lunar Storm and Playhead instead of Facebook? No, never heard of either one of those. Never. Here in Sweden? Huh. Kind of weird. I've just never heard of them yet. Bashi saying Daniel's gonna stop posting and we'll know why. Yeah. Jeez. Some Italian bros are gonna pick him up like, hey, where's my money? I dropped a few hundred in the Applebee's. I took my mom out to dinner. Where'd them hundreds go? All right, well, you're gonna have to pay me back. You got a nice house here. It'd be a shame if something bad happened to it, eh? It'd be a shame. I tried to take my mom out to a nice Applebee's dinner. Oh, jeez. I'm just joking. Because obviously they would go to Olive Garden if they're Italian. But you get what I'm saying. Best place to farm a Griffin Zoo. Best in slot gear sort. So it's going to be TZ Andy. And then after that it's going to be really good terror zones, and then it's going to be your favorite 85 area, depending on what type of build you got. You say Sork, but it could be cold, it could be fire, it could be Nova. So it's going to depend. Ancient Tunnels, Stony Tombs for cold. If you're fire, Stony Tombs pretty much. If you're Nova, Pits probably. Pits without infinity, or, you know, with infinity, I guess, but. Best drop chances for War Traps? Probably Mephisto. I don't know that for sure, though. I've never really... War Traps you can find, like, in midnight. You can probably find War Traps from Nightmare Mephisto, even. I don't know that for sure, but probably. Because they're just, like, a mid-level unique or whatever, but... You're a Blizz Sork, so yeah, Ancient Tunnels, Stony Tombs, probably. TZ Mephisto, anytime you see TZ Mephisto, do that. And TZ Mephisto and Indariel, and kind of hope for the best, I guess, you know. Brandon, yo! Thank you for the super chat.
Brandon Feller donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Thank you.
Small City's about to hit 99 on a ladder bar. Congratulations. That's, boy. When did ladder reset? That was a long time ago, Smulps. Not that I'm like, I would never try to get 99 on a barb, so. It's quite the grind, we'll say. I ain't up for the grind, but congratulations. 6 weeks ago? Okay. Gotcha. Where are you at on the leaderboards, just out of curiosity? You're 20th overall for Barbarian? Do they wait, you are on PC now. Yeah, I just remembered that. Yeah, okay. Well, congratulations. Yeah, I would never be that high. I don't have the motivation or the gumption, you know, to grind that out. Well, congrats on that future upcoming accomplishment. Oh, you played most on P. Oh, are they? See, that's what I was thinking. They're the same leaderboards. I kind of forgot, I guess. So, on a burr from TZ or TZ Andy on single player. Nice. Yeah, you don't usually expect high runs from TZ Andy, but yeah, it definitely happens for sure. Are you the one that makes those YouTube shorts? Oh, you're talking about Smulps. Yeah, I think he is that one. Yeah, I think that's the one you're thinking of. Smulps all about the shorts. Don't look like anything in here, I guess. You'd be 5th on PS5. Gotcha. $8.52. Printer Friday just about over. Oh, you wanted Applebee's Hundos. Oh, Applebee's Hundos. Okay. Gotcha. I was kind of confused on that. But yeah, we'll get that for you, Daniel. My bad. Oh, you know what? That is a good point. Let me take a little salt, little tequila, maybe. Speaking of Daniel's gifted memberships, I did forget something important. Daniel, thank you for the 10 gifted Saleo ships. And of course, as always, You should get a print for that. This was my mistake. I can't believe I didn't get this for you already. Noob Phil, I'm a pro printer, and I forgot about it. Thank you so much. You legend. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Maybe a little aggressive about it. It's fine though. It's fine. Get this for Daniel here. Get that printed up, and let's jump over to the printer. Thank you for reminding me, by the way. I was getting got confused and distracted a little bit. Totally my bad. Do forgive me. Do forgive me. State of Shock said his friend got top fit 40 on a barb, quit, and made a Mosaic Assassin. Mosaic Assassin. Yeah, boy. Ray said just found a wind hammer. Ooh. Good old Ogre X. Love to hear it. Farm the tower for a monarch. Should I skip the first couple of levels or farm the whole thing? Now, what I would do is you kind of take your way down. Like, don't go out of your way to go make sure you discover every area and make sure you kill every monster. But every time you come across a super easy pack, take them out. If you're trying to farm up a monarch. So you take out the Carver packs, you take out the Goatmen. You see like a champion archer pack. Nope. Skip that. I mean, you can take them out if you think you're good at it. But I skip the archer packs all the time when I'm super mega budget looking for a monarch, you know what I'm saying? But mainly you just keep turning left, going down, 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 because I'm assuming you know if you always turn left in the tower, that's the way that the next level is. But it's keep turning left, and when you come across Carver packs or champion packs you can take out of any kind, take them out, take them out. And early on, always hit the armor rack off to the side. I bet you... Well, we'll say this. At least two or three of the seasons, I got my first monarch off of the armor rack. Literally the armor rack in the level 5 of the tower, in the side room with all the gold. I literally popped the monarch off of those multiple times, so... Will you guaranteed? No, but yeah. Hit the armor racks on the way down and all that stuff, and then take out the champion packs on the way down. Also, I found, like... I found high runes doing that. I've found Trang's gloves, mage fists, viper magi's. You know, so, yeah. Already said got a trash viper this season. Hey, there you go. 20 ED on a rare. I feel like that's the highest you can get on the enhanced damage on a rare jewel, maybe for level 9. So for LLD. But everything else is not that great. But I mean, some fire res is cool, I guess. But I don't know what that can roll to. But the enhanced damage is the only one I feel like I remember. Not my forte, as I say all the time. Ghost pack's good for runes. Yeah, ghosts have the higher rune drop chance. So yeah. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, ghost pack's on the way down too. For sure. Yeah, yeah. Ethereal vortex shields only found in 85 areas. I don't think so. I do not believe so. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't, well, actually, I just use the jewels for crafting anyways, but obviously the low level dueling crowd is very small on single players, so we'll just put them in the crafting pile, but very small. Rare jewels could be 30 or 35 max. Yes, they can go higher on the enhanced damage, but I was talking for level 9 required, which level 9 and under is for low level dueling. I think 20 is the max. I think. What are we at? 8:58. How about that time? Yeah, I'm already saying that 20 is max for level 9 and under. Gotcha. Very low level dueling. There you go. But yeah, with the time and everything, I gotta get my daughter to bed and stuff. So 6 until 9 is Printer Friday. So we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. But I appreciate y'all joining me. Appreciate the super chats. Good crowd in here. We got over 160 there and another 50 something on Twitch. Let's send a. Is there anybody on who's on right now? We got gotta have some people on right now, right? How about we'll send you over to that dude Willie. Jim's on too. We'll send you over to that dude Willie. Does some good production and whatnot. He's a real fun dude. So we'll send Twitch over to that dude Willie. He was just on that llama trivia today, right? I think. So we'll send you all over there. Raid now. And peace out, everybody. Hopefully have a wonderful Friday. And keep slaying. Ooh.